Hello everybody, this is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo. So today I want to make a necklace out of some of the things I got from Jesse James Beads. I kind of have an idea in my head as to how I want to go about it, but I'm not for sure it's going to work. So Jesse James Beads sent me this mix, Boo to You, and this enamel chain in, I believe it's Hot Fudge-Brown. So I was thinking, here, let me move all this stuff over. This chain right here, I just really like it by itself on its own. It's a really cool chain. You can just put a lobster claw clasp on it and you're good to go. So that's kind of what I thought about doing at first and using it as a layering piece, and then taking the ghost and the pumpkin and maybe just putting a jump ring on them and putting it on a chain, and then I would just have a layering of 3 different necklaces. I don't normally like to put lots of layers together, hooked together, but I do like to wear them together, and that way I can wear just the enamel necklace on its own, or I could wear just the Boo necklace or just the jack-o'-lantern necklace or all 3 of them together. There's a variety of different ways I could do this. I like pieces of jewelry that have a lot of versatility to them. So my next idea was to kind of do maybe a lariat type style, Y necklace type style, combo lariat, Y necklace type style. Basically what I would do is I'd take a lobster claw clasp and hook it to one side. Now this would be a piece that I would mix my metals, so I would use silver and gold in this piece. I could use some of these uh, faceted type um, beads and these little funky wire beads and these little silver tone crystals, and just put them together and maybe hang the ghost on one side of the necklace and the pumpkin on the other side. All of these beads, except for those silver crystal ones, they came in the Boo to You mix, but those little silver ones actually came on the Pantone mix. I believe it was called Hot Fudge 2. I'll have all that information down in the description box below if you're interested in getting any of these beads. So I think I'm going to play around with these a little bit. I'm thinking of maybe just making zipper pulls, just kind of stacking these beads on top of each other and just making a zipper pull that I can hang on to the enamel chain. I need some 4mm jump rings for sure, and I don't know if I'm going to use gold tone or silver tone lobster claw. I actually don't think I have any 4mm gold tone jump rings, so we're just going to stick to the silver tone one. To figure out if I want to do 3 separate necklaces or that lariat Y necklace. I think I'm going to try to do that one lariat Y necklace, and you know, if I don't like it, I can always take it apart and redo it. Before I actually started this necklace, I wanted to make sure that it was going to actually wrap around my neck and lay where I wanted it, which it did. And I actually have several little stations that will hang down. There were actually 2 of those enamel stations that hung down. Now here I have it clasped pretty high up just so it'd be easy for me to work with. And I've already strung up some of the beads how I want them, and I'm using 20 gauge gold tone wire, and like I said, I'm mixing my metals here, so we have a little bit of silver and gold. So now I'm just going to take my round nose pliers and I'm going to wrap a loop, and I'm just going to do a messy wrap, and I'm going to make a pretty large loop, I'm going to hang the pumpkin in there. And the reason I'm doing a large loop is because I'm not going to use jump rings on this particular piece. And I want my pumpkin to dangle very freely. I want a lot of movement to this piece. So after I wrap my loop and a couple times around, I'm going to clip it off, and it's kind of pokey there, so I'm just going to take my flat nose pliers and scrunch in that piece so it's not going to scratch my neck or any clothing. Now I'm feeding my beads down, and I love the way this looks. Now I am just going to wrap another loop. By the way, look at this, looks like a guitar string. I make a lot of guitar string jewelry, and this looks just like a guitar string. But anyway, so I'm going to wrap a loop, and I'm going to make the loop a little big again because I want things to dangle freely. I'm just going to wrap a couple times and then clip and tuck the end in. By the way, remember when you are tucking in any wire, don't go on top of the bead because you could kind of mess up your bead. But I love the way this turned out. I hope this necklace turns out how it's in my head. I'm really excited to see how it's going to be. So I did the ghost. He's opposite. So I have the big bead on the bottom for the pumpkin and the big bead at the top for the ghost. Alright. Alright, I kind of got it laid out here. I actually measured to see where I would wear it and clasped it so it works that way. I can hang this one off of there, the shorter one, and the longer one off of there. So it's kind of like a lariat Y necklace, sort of. I was thinking I need 2 lobster claws, but I don't. Just need 1. But I do need more jump rings, and I'm using the 4mm, and I'm just going to open these up. I got to make sure they're going to be hanging the same direction. You don't want one of your pieces hanging in one direction, and the other hanging in the other direction. These are really hard to work with when everything's so small. Just do this. Especially when your eyesight's getting really bad as an old person. It's probably one of the most frustrating things about getting old is your body breaking down. Between my hands and my eyes. Ugh, it's very frustrating. But I just keep moving on and trying. That's all we can do. We're getting pretty good rain. We need that. Right. Close this up all the way. Oh, get them to lay correctly here. Now, oh, I like this. I'm going to go try it on and see if it works. And I have been quite under the weather lately, so there will be no FaceTiming today on my video. I'm still getting over the whatever it is I have. Thinking it's strep throat. But anyway, yeah, I like that. Let me go try it on. Alright, I know this is a weird angle, but I just had to show you. I think this is going to work really well. And I did go up a couple more strands. I could even go up a couple more strands, which this would make it shorter. And, these are not double-sided, so they do flip around a lot. But you know what? I think that works. I may have to kind of tweak him a little bit, make sure he pretty much stays in the right places. But yeah, I think it came out really nice. And like I said, if you didn't want to go to all this work, you could just take these guys and put a jump ring on them and just feed them through necklaces, and then maybe put jump ring and lobster claw clasp on this, and just wear it as an ensemble like that. That would really, really be a simple piece to do. But anyway, I'm excited about these. What do you think of this necklace? Do you like the lariat look? Usually I'm not a lariat fan, but I like this. I don't know if you really consider it a true lariat, but it kind of has that feel to it. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me, and y'all have a great day. This is Terry Jeanette with the Tapping Flamingo signing out for now. Bye-bye.